How to do SEO with GoHighLevel websites. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you about GoHighLevel, and I'm going to tell you how you can SEO optimize the websites on GoHighLevel. So let's get into it. Now before I begin, I just want to thank GoHighLevel for sponsoring this video. GoHighLevel has sponsored this video, so make sure you check the link in the description below. Provided a link which you can use to sign up onto GoHighLevel, and you will get a massive discount, so make sure you check it out. Now let's move on to the video. So to SEO, or search engine optimize any website, there are a couple of things you need to do. First, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a Google My Service account. So what I mean by that is, if you come over here on this map, we can see there are multiple different roofing companies, right? You can see right here, and here on the left hand side, we can see the ones that are rated the highest. They're up here at the top. But the key difference is, if you click over here, right, you can see all of their information is right here. They've provided their websites, they provide their phone number, they provided their address. Everything is available over here. If you check out their reviews, they have pretty decent reviews as well. And if you check out the about section, they have pretty simple about section, nothing too crazy. But what makes them special or different is these photos and videos right here. So these are the contents that they've been uploading on their Google My Business profile. And it's very important that you do this as well, because if you do this, it means you're active and people will have better understanding of you, and it'll just increase your overall score and give you a better rating as well. So you can see right here, these are the open ones. That's why they're at the top. Other ones are closed at the moment, but you can see some of them are still open, but they're still listed bottom, which is pretty weird, but we'll get to that later. You can see in this one is nothing too crazy. Reviews are pretty decent, nothing too crazy. Come over here into their section as well. You can see right here, last 8 days ago. So yeah, you can see right here, I paid for the job and the crew assured me they would return to fix these off it. These are the reviews, pretty simple. So we're going to create a profile similar to this one. That is very important, because otherwise it just does not work. People usually just simply go ahead and just type in whatever they need near me. So if I were to go ahead and type in roofing near me or restaurants near me, those would pop up, and the best ones would pop up like so. You can see right here, if I zoom in, there might be some other ones as well, but these are the best ones right here. That's why they have big map icons over here, and they pop up over here on the left hand side. That is very important. So to do this, you need a Google My Business profile, right? Google Business Profile is over here. It's pretty simple. You just simply click on start now. You don't really need to create an account. You already have a Google account, and then you're good to go. Then you have all of your business right here. So you can just need to click on add business and click on add single business over here. And you need to add in your business name, your business category. It also helps you if you come back here onto GoHighLevel, then click on the settings, scroll down, click on integrations. And then here you have your Google account. Just simply go ahead and select your account and you should be good to go. This is the analytics account as well. And here it's loading up everything. So we got all the pages over here. We're going to come back over here. So here we got property, and here we got the MCCA account. So currently I don't have one, so I'm going to go ahead and create one. It's pretty simple to create one. You just simply sign into Google Analytics with your Google account. Once you're signed in, just simply click on, start measuring, and then here you create your account. You create your account, then you create a property, business detail, business objective, and data collection. So here, account details, just type in your account name. Accounts can contain more than one measurement ID. So I'm going to add in my account name, and then scroll down, we are good to go. Then we just simply select these options right here if you want, and then we hit the next button. Then we have the create a property button over here to measure the website and stuff like that. So here, just add in your property details, your property name. I'm going to go with the website, and then you set your date and time and your currency, and then hit the next button. Then you have your business detail, select the category it works in. So it's mostly home, gardening, or is it roofing? Yeah, so it's home and gardening. So I'll go with small and click on next. So choose the business objective, generate leads, or drive sales, view engagement or retention. And yeah, I think this is okay. We can go with other ones as well, but yeah, then hit the create button, accept their terms and conditions, and then scroll to the very bottom like so, and then hit the accept button, and your account property has been created. Now we can start collecting it. If you have a website, you can go with the website as well. So let's go with website since we already have one. It's not live at the moment, but we can make it live in a second. So let's go ahead and do that as well. So here we have a website, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up or click on edit. We need to come back over here anyway. So let's get this over with. Let's go ahead and connect the domain and make it official. We're going to click on connect domain over here. Select domain. If you don't have one, then click on connect domain. it's going to take you onto the next website where you can select one of the domains from the list or add a domain. Here you can see in the settings section, if you scroll down underneath domains and URLs, you will find the domain option. And here you can connect your domain. So I already have a website. So I'm going to add in the name of that domain, click on continue. And then we can click on continue. It'll ask us to go ahead and add the DNS records. Here are the DNS records that we need to add. Let's go ahead and add them real quick. So here in the DNS records, just make sure you click on the add DNS records. And then here you make sure you copy these. So we need 2 DNS records. One is an A record, the other one is a C name, and these are their required values and hostings. So let's go ahead and do that. So first we'll go ahead and add the A type, and it refers to at. Then we copy the value, come back over here and points to over here. And then here I'll go with like 15 minutes. This is time to load, and then click on add. Usually it does take to 24 hours to change the effects, but you know, sometimes it just happens quickly. Then we have C name, then it's going to be www, and this is their required value. Come back over here, click on add, select C name, refers to www, and then paste your value and click on add. Oh, forgot the time to load. It says it's already here, so let me go ahead and see where it is. All right, it's now added. So make sure you check if you already have a duplicate. If you have a duplicate, it won't work. So now that we've done this, we should come back over here, click on verify. Sometimes it does take a while, but sometimes it automatically happens. So once it's done, we should have a domain, and there we go. It is now ready. Then we can go ahead and select the website and link it to the website, and yeah, select the default / homepage. We'll go with the homepage. We have additional settings. We can go with that one, but I think we are good to go. And we can click on proceed to finish. And we have now linked our domain to the website. Now it will take some time for the domain to finalize, so make sure you leave it as it is, and we can come back to it later. All right, so it's good to go. So we have our website now. I think we are live, or we do need to make it live. So we're going to come back over here, select the domain. Actually, we're going to close this, click on connect. Hopefully it'll load up. Also publish it, maybe. Here we go. So it works. We now have our domain. Now we can just copy the link of the website, come back to analytics, paste it, and we'll go with roofing website, and then hit the, oh, it's invalid. There we go. Now it's better. And then click on create and continue. We are good to go now. So next we click on the next button. All the data should be received, but currently there's no data. It's fine. Now we do need to set up the Google Tag Manager. So below is the Google Tag Manager, copy and paste it in the header section, or we can use the Google Tag Manager over here, you know, or we can select show more option, install the CMS or website builder. So totally depends on you, but we should be good to go. Then we can hit the test installation button. It's going to go ahead and test it, and we should be good to go. And these are the email instructions as well. So if you want to add these, you can just simply come over here. Should be a custom CSS code. We can maybe add that over here. Who knows? But we'll set it up later. I don't know, because currently we are good to go. So now we have our website set up and our measure ID as well. So now if we come over here onto Google Analytics, now we can start over here. Actually, we've already created it, so we need to come over here and get started with our business account. And also we need to add it into the settings over here. So let's go ahead and get started with it. We should finalize it. Roofing business, that's going to be the name. And we're going to click on continue, and it is a local store and it's a service business. It's not a local store, but customers can visit us in person. We're going to click on next, and roofing contractor. Oh, it's basic roofing, waterproofing service or roofing service. Yeah, roofing contractor. We're going to click on next, and then we set up our address. So for this one, I'll just pick just random street right here. I think this is okay. So the address is here. I'll just copy that, paste that there. There we go. It is in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas. Click on next. And then we just simply select. So these are some of the ones that are already over there. None of these are mine, so I'm going to click on next. And then we hit with the phone number. I'll add the website, but I'll skip this for now. These are important things that you need to do actually. So make sure you do all of them. Make sure you add the number, make sure you add the website. Once it's done, we are good to go. So the number must be visible. So we'll verify this later. And once it's done, we should be good to go. So next, add our services and select our business hours. So closed on Sundays, operational from Monday to Friday, opens at 9 a.m. to 12 to 6. And yeah, so we do, and then we hit the next button. Add the business description. I'll do this later, but this is important. You got to do this. Add a storefront photo as well. We'll do this later, but you need to do this. I'm skipping all of the, simple stuff because these are I'm saving for now. I'm just showing you what you need to do. So then once your profile is ready, you should be good to go. So currently it's not verified, so customers can't see it, but we are good to go. Then we just simply come back over here and select our property, connecting our Google My Business account. Then here at the top, you can see My Business options right here. Then here you can see your options. You've got your business physical address. Everything is available over here. So make sure you check it out and fill out all of these forms and you're good to go. Then your Google My Business is ready. You've done the SEO stuff. You've connected the analytics and the ads and stuff like that. Then the final step is to add some meta information. So for that, you need to come over here, and then in each of these images, you need to add some metadata. So for example, this image right here, if you double click it. So for that, you need to come over here at the top. You will see SEO metadata. Here you need to add in all the information. So content, title, description. All right. Make sure that the main keyword that you're using is present in all of them and in multiple different styles. Once it's done, all of the metadata has been added, like in languages, social images, author, keywords, everything. You're good to go. That means now your website is almost ready, and it's also present in the overall text within the website as well, like the title and the hero page and everything. So once that's done, you're basically good to go. And then the final step is just going live, and it's as simple. So make sure you do all of these things and your SEO will be good and your website will rank. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care and goodbye.